ต้มเลยใช่ไหมใช่ได้อย่างเดียวเลยแล้วก็เดี๋ยวเราลองลองไปส่วนที่เราสามารถจะได้มันผังไปข้างสิไม่มี Type C เลยแล้วเหรอนี่ไงซึ่งอันนี้มันหูข้างซ้ายหกพอสามารถได้ยินโอ้ยหูระเบิดเฮ้ยตกไปเยอะแต่ได้ยินเสียงนี้นะโอ้โหไม่ดีน่าจะจริงใช่ไหมไม่ดีน่าจะเดียวเบอร์ global desktop audio global desktop audio microphone global desktop audio microphone global desktop audio microphone global desktop audioฮัลโหลนี่คือเสียงอะไรถ้าเป็นอย่างนี้เสียงไปมันแบบเออถ้างั้นเราลองเพิ่มไมค์ไมค์เอ้ยนี่คืออะไรที่ไหนทำไมวะไวท์ไมค์ไปเซิร์ชซีปึ๊บเซิร์ชนี่มันมีรอยแดงตรงนี้อ่ะทำไมวะงงแค่ Person create โอ้เนี่ย USB audio นี่ฮัลโหลนี่เสียงมันจะเข้ามาใกล้ขึ้นวะเสียงเข้าขึ้นปะเฮ้ยนี่แหละนี่ดีแต่ว่าหูอันนี้หูปลอมนี่เป็นหูที่ใส่ปลอมเสียงมันไกลๆแต่ว่าเสียงอุอีอุอีอุอีลองฟังดูแบบว่าสามารถตัดอะไรทิ้งได้ไหมน่าจะได้นะตัดไม่เลยทำไมกับตัวของเรานะครับเป็นอย่างนี้ก็ไม่แย่นะลองเทียบกับดาวิชเป็นไมค์ของคอมพิวเตอร์ โอ้ไมคอมแย่กว่าเยอะเลยตายใช้ไม่ได้ไงก็จริงๆเรามีไม่อยากใช้ฮัลโหลได้ยินไหมเปิดเสียงต่ำกว่าแต่นี่เสียงไม่มีละและเสียงไมค์อีกตัวหนึงอีกวางหายปุ๊บเก็บไมค์โอเคกลับมาแล้วผมว่าเรากลับมาที่ไมค์ตัวนี้นี่คือความผมจะใช้อย่างนี้ไปก่อนแล้วกันได้ไหมอย่างนี้ได้ปะทำไมมันเข้าเสียงเข้าทางไหนวะโอเคฮัลโหล1 2 3 4เทส1 2 3ได้ยินไหมฮัลโหล1 2 3มันจะมีรอยแทรกมาเป็นช่วงๆเนาะแต่ว่าไม่แย่ถือว่าได้อยู่เดี๋ยวเราใช้อย่างนี้ไปก่อนมากลับเข้ามาสู่เนื้อหาที่เราจะพูดกันในวันนี้โอเค there's so many things happens ถ้าให้ดูก็จะให้ดูโอ้ยนี่เหมือนไม้เลยเนี่ยทำหน้าที่เหมือนไม้เลยให้ดูอะนี่คือสภาพไมโครโฟนเป็นที่วางโทรศัพท์แล้วก็เอาไอ้ไมค์ที่เพิ่งตัดไปเมื่อกี้มาหูฟังข้างที่มันจริงเรายังเหลือไมค์ที่มันใช้ได้ก็มาเสียบกับแผ่นนี้เดี๋ยวเราลองดูว่าเป็นยังไงบ้างนี่มันจะเหมือนมันรับเสียงเราโดยตรงไม่มีตังค์ซื้อไมค์ไดนามิกก็ไมค์เวนนี้ครับโอเคมาผมว่าอย่างนี้แหละเวิร์กแล้วนี่แหละไปได้ไปนี้แหละโอเค so uh, what should I speak? I mean, what language should I use in this session? English, yes, because I haven't speak English in the live streaming for a while. So yes, I'm gonna take this chance to speak English just to practice. First of all, I would like to remind myself that I have to over pronounce it to make my English speaking more clearer. And what I'm gonna focus on this session is yes, I'm gonna speak it more over more. Trying to pronounce more, move the mouth more, move my mouth more, maybe s more, and trying to extend my jaw a lot more. to get more clearer sound of the word, of the vocabulary that I'm speaking. So hopefully it's gonna improve my communication skill. So, all right, I have to be honest with you guys that I haven't prepared for this session that much because I've been thinking that there's so many things happens and after the long weekend, right? I could show you my timetable. Let me log into my account, my request, my calendar. All right. So here is exactly my calendar that last week you can see from 24 in the evening till 2 of August. I've it's been a long weekend for me because in 28 and 29 is a national holiday, national holiday, right? National holiday. So I take my annual leave on 27 and 30 and 38, which is Monday, Thursdays, and Friday. 3 days, three annual requests, just to be able to get back to Surat Thani, to meet my mother, and to starting my project about the rubber things. And yes, I did took time there, not quite efficient, but I have to say that okay, acceptable and reasonable. And this is what I'm gonna talk to you. What is actually happening after the long weekend? I put some description on this live streaming that I have made some decision about my attention and my focus. The what should I really focus on in this stage? So let's start with hmm, what what should be the good story to tell? Let's start with this. Okay, so let's start with what I have been doing roughly. So on Friday and okay, all right. Oh, I have to like brief you guys a bit about the journey. Yeah. So why? Let's start with why. Simon Sinek. Let's start with why. Why I have to take this long weekend and spend like 3 annual leaves, my quote 3 days of my annual leaves quotas to this this long weekend. Because initially I plan to go back to my farm, my family's farm, to like kick off the the lab testing about the soil analysis, the leaf analysis, and analysis, and the latex diagnosis. Because during a few, a couple weeks before this long weekend, I've been talking with POI, which is the rubber researcher at rubber research center at Surat Thani, And she suggests, not she, I mean, I have talked about the do the analysis in my farm, in my family's farm, to collect the best life for the soil, for the nutrient in the tree, and to collect the latex analysis. But there's just only two things that we could do right now, which is the soils analysis. Because the soils you can collect anytime you want during the, I mean, from the whole year, and it will tells you what the soil analysis tell you. It tells you that what's the nutrients is currently having in the soil. It could tell the pH, the 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 capacity of the soil, and the efficiency of the soils to hold the nutrients, nitrogens, phosphorus, and potassium into the soil, and wait for the tree to, I mean, to absorb it. So it's kind of like, if you are able to analyze the soil, you're gonna know that what kind of food do your farm currently have, and what is actually lack. So from here, you can literally tailor-made your fertilizers to get exactly what your land lacks. We call it tailor-made fertilizers. This is what uh, I'm just what is that? What I made I This is the first time. This is the kind of this is the first time I heard about the tailor-made. After I talked with PI, she's been doing the research about analyze 20 farms of the rubber tree farm owner, do analyzing all the soils and try to get the exact combinations of the the fertilizers, the formula, and any lands that lacks in some ways, some nutrients, some elements. So yeah, oh, the name here now. So yeah, they're gonna know that what the soils really lack, and we can buy the exact fertilizer to literally give the tree what they lack of. That's just the first analysis. The second analysis that we can do right away, which is the leaf analysis. The leaf analysis is the way we try to analyze what the tree is actually absorb or eat from the land, or from the soil. So all the elements or the nutrients will be transferred from the root to the lump, not lump, ต้นภาษาอังกฤษก็ได้ต้นลำต้นต้น trunk, really? Stem, bark, trunk, trunk, from the root to the trunk to the stick and to the leaf. And most of the nutrients gonna, I mean, all the photosynthesis is actually happens at the leaves, right? So if we collect the leaf at the exact spot, which is the second branch, without showing, without exposing to the sun that much, and the leaf is fully grown, we collect 5 leaves per tree, like 10 data point. So we're gonna have like total of 15 leaves per tree per plant, and we do the analysis, dry it, and crush it, and do the analysis. We're gonna know that what nutrients can the tree extract from the soil. So we can see the efficiencies of the tree. So this is two things that we can do right now. The one that we cannot do, or we cannot initiate in this time, is the lactic diagnosis, because there's some limitations. The lactic diagnosis is the way we analyze the straightness, the strength of the tree. It's gonna tell us from the tile, the inorganic potassium, the sucrose, and the BRC that does the tree is currently stressing. If it's not, we can fully harvest the latex without like any worries, any concerns. But if it's really stressing, right, stressing at that moment, we have to stop and let the tree like recover itself, regenerate. So this is the way to prevent the tree from tapping panel dryness or TPD หรือว่าโรคยางหรือว่าการที่ต้นยางตายนึ่งเนาะ there's science behind this, and I'm not going to talk on this. There will be a channel that I would like to start, and we're going to talk a lot in detail in that channel that I would like to kick off soon. So this long weekend, I would like just to went back and collect those samples that I mentioned and send the samples to RRC or Surat Thani Rubber Research Center. Let them analyze the results. And so we're gonna get. I was firstly expected to get the result within a couple weeks after I get back from Surat Thani, but it's not that easy. That's why I have to do to do this live stream, because there's so many things happens. I went back to Surat Thani on Saturday, last not last Saturday, on the previous Saturday, 25th of August. Oh, unfortunately, I couldn't book the train ticket as I thought, because I'm confused. In my memory, I could just remember that I have I am able to buy the sleeping train ticket just a week before the trip, the travel date. That is kind of serious misunderstanding that happens to me. So I'm gonna travel on. Firstly, I plan to travel on the night on the Friday. So I just 1 week step step back 1 week ahead and try to reserve the ticket through the mobile app, and it shows that it's all full. The tickets is all full. So I couldn't make it. And all there's one there's one tips that I knows from my friend, that even though the ticket is full on the applications on the mobile app, you can contact the counter, any counter in any wait, any kiosk to buy the ticket 1 week ahead. So I plan to buy the ticket after I got back from CU I have on Monday, because after I complete all the job at PGTEP, I drive through I drive to Sanyan, right, for the CU I have session. And after the after I complete all the things, and get back to my home. I'm just like เขาเรียกว่าอะไรแวะ buy อะไรวะ buy อะไร buy stop by I would just stop by the kiosk at สถานีกรุงเทพอภิวัตร and just make a booking just buy the ticket but I forget it I forgot it so the next day I was thinking that I'm gonna go buy a ticket and I still forget it the next day I must also forgot it and it keeps happening until Friday I mean the day before the travel day Saturday I just go straight to the kiosk and ask them, is there any tickets available to Suratani? No, of course not. How could it how could it be? So yeah, that's why I have to travel on Saturday and drive the car to Suratani, which is took so much energy and it's drained all my energy because uh, I try to get full sleep on Friday night and get everything prepared. And on 10 o'clock, I stop by at Pirot house and put this guy, I put this guy to her house because I would be away for a week. No one gonna really take care of Mamu. So I have to ask for Pirot's help and pick up. And she's very like she's so lovely. They're so lovely. They're taking care of me so great. So 10 o'clock, I arrive Piro's house and just take Mamu to her. And I have to drive to Suratani like from about 10:30. And that's been a long journey because this is the longest time I travel. I drive the car to Suratani. It took like 15 hours in total because first of all because the number one reason is this is the electric car right? This is EV car vehicle electric vehicle electric vehicle this is EV car at least I have to stop and charge the car twice which took about 2 hours but this time is on the travel this Saturday the previous Saturday is the travel day before the long weekend for everybody. So there's so many EV on the road, and I've never seen this much EV at all in my entire life in Thailand, especially in Thailand on the way to the south. So I started to think that that's going to be a problem to get the charger, and that's really is because I normally book the charging station like 2 hours before I have to charge, and that's that shut me down. Well, how can I say that in English? That's that's so painful because there's too many cars and everywhere got reserved. There's one like charging box on the การไฟฟ้านครหลวง just only one charging box which is the max charging the maximum charging current would be like 50 kilowatt hour, but there's like half a dozens of the cars, I mean, in queue, try to get charged. So the best way I can do it, I have to book the charging spot. I mean, 2.5 hours later than the time that I arrive at the station to have a charge, to be able to charge the car. So in total, it's this 15 hours because the time on the road is actually like 8 hours, I would say 7 and 8 hours if you ride the normal car. So I have to plus 2 more hours for the charging, right? But there's another one charger, another 1 hour for the charging because I just speed too much, and that would be like 2.5 or 3 hours for waiting. Yeah. So during the time I driving back, I'm able to talk to myself a lot, thinking some decision, and be able to illustrate what's the what's the end goal of everything that I've done, I've been doing. I am able to like to do like a thought experiment on what I'm doing. Yeah, and in the end, in the end of this journey, I arrived at my mother's house on 1.5 o'clock on the next day, on Sunday. That's terrible. That's that is terrible. Um, I will never do that again. I'm so sick of it. I mean, drive the car on the long weekend without any plan. Yeah, I won't do that again. This is like really a high learning curve for me. So anyway, I'm back to my home, my mother's home on Sunday, the early Sunday, right? I take a full sleep and I wake up on in I wake up in the noon to have breakfast. But it's also but I'm still feels exhausted, so exhausted, so tired. Because I think you guys all know that even if you might not feel that tired or exhausted driving the car, but it took a lot of focus to stay focused on the road, to see on the line, the car ahead of you, and yeah, ah, in the end, it's like I just lost another days on the Sunday, just try to recover myself back. During the free time, I just talk to Claude. I drop every ideas on my head to Claude, but I couldn't do that. Like just sit there and stay focused and try to write everything in my head, like full 10 hours into Claude. I have to, I kind of like ADHD person. I'm able to focus just a bit of time, and I have to go do something else. Because it's it's like writing a book, I guess. Then you have to wait for the ideas to come. Then you are able to write, continue writing it. That feels like writing a book. Because I can, if there's a thing pop up in my head, I'm just gonna open my laptop immediately and write all the things. And I still know that there's so many things that I haven't done thinking or haven't think about. But but it just didn't pop up in my head, so I couldn't write anymore. I have to stop and do something else. That's why on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably Thursday, Wednesday, I think. From Sunday to Wednesday last week, it's it's like a repeat behavior of the guy sitting in sofa trying to write everything on his head. Think about all the business model that could work. How can I develop my personal skill? And after that, I just like of the idea, I just cut it out and go watch some YouTube videos and read some books that I've bring to, which is which book? That one is super complicated. Yeah, this guy. It is super complicated. I finished it, and this is a great one. As I told you in the previous session, I remember. This is a great one, and I able to finish it. But it took a lot of like times because I am able to like read 10 of it, 10 of the pages, or 20 of the pages, and I have to stop and do something else, playing guitars, um, play with Robin, which is the dog, my monitor dog, uh, and then go back to watch some YouTube video, back to do on, back to write on the card, get back to the book. Yeah, it's all repeat until Wednesday. But anyway, on Monday, there's one thing that's just pop up to me because Monday isn't the holiday yet. So I took the chance to drive my mother to RRC, Surat Thani Rubber Research Center, to meet not the, to just get familiar with the staff there and trying to blend in with so with all the staff. Yeah. ถ่ายอะไรมาวะเนี่ยไม่รู้ so I go and contact them and ask them that how can I write what is there any template to write the letter to get the advisories from the การยางแห่งประเทศไทยหรือว่าศูนย์วิจัยยางพาราแห่งประเทศไทย the main objective is to be able to visit their laboratories and to get the consultant and get to get some help from doing the soils and lab analysis and also the micro diagnosis. So they're pretty much the thing that I wanted to do with them, and I just took the chance on Monday, try to make the first move, which is November. And after I got the template of the note, the mail that I should be prepared, I just walk by storage room, one storage room, and there's a lot of brochures, the books, and that seems to be interesting to me. Because after talking with PI, I realized that there's so much to learn in this field, and this is the good place to start. And if there is any introductions, any textbooks, any brochures, any step, any research publication, I want to have it all and read all of that just to get into the business world, to really be the business insider as t- as I talk to myself, as I wanted myself to be, to be. So, yep, here's there's like a shelf with a lot of books, and I just searching every one more time, every every single books. Is this really what I'm looking for? What I'm searching is mostly about the principle of the rubber tree, the physiology, and the second thing is the procedure to do the rubber tree part. The third thing is third is the publications or the research that in like the bulletin or anything. And the last thing is the rules, the laws that related to the rubber farm, rubber plantation, and all those kind of stuff. So I took like half an hour or maybe an hour to scan all of those stuff and select, pick the good one. And this is what I get. I could show you here. This is what I get. Okay. This is what I get. So we have here 50 books, I say. Okay. 50 books in total, which is categorized to be what should I read first? Here, outside of the room. So there's two rules in the category for the rule. และทำไมแตกต่างจากประเทศไทยโลกและการดูของเราไม่น่าจะไปอ่ะคนแข่งเราอยู่แบบต้นคนแข่งเราอยู่แบบต้นขอพูดตรงมันจะตัดเอาไปปฏิบัติที่มันจะตัดอืมอืมแป๊บนึงหลับแป๊บนึงหลับ So it's about the symptoms that I have to read all of it. I scan them. This is the particularity of the crop. This is really, really biology. ไม่ถึงภาษาไทยภาษา botany and คำแนะนำทางยา This is really mind-blowing. First, everything. It says that the RRIM 600 is degraded to be ยางพันธุ์ชั้น 2 There's 3 level of พันยาง of clone. Number 1, which is highly recommend uh, to plant. Maybe yeah. ยางพันธุ์ชั้น 2 which is still waiting for some more data in the real field to confirm that that's really great. And that's ยางพันธุ์ 3 number 2 ที่ยางชั้น 3 ที่เขาไม่แนะนำเก่าแล้วหรือว่าโบราณเกินไปแล้ว so this is the first time I know that RRM 600 which is the most favorite clones in Thailand especially in southern Thailand is degraded from the level 1 to be the tier 1 into tier 2 because I don't want to tell you I could actually tell you because we always say that RIM 600 came to Thailand like how many years ago? Like wow, like 35, no, 45 years ago from Malaysia, and it's been for quite so long, and but the the fungi, the what, the โรคแล้วก็เชื้อโรค it's getting more stronger with time. So RI and 600 is able to ต้านทานฉันรู้ต้านทาน tolerance thoroughly resist thoroughly withstand RM 600 are not able to withstand all the symptoms ไม่ใช่ symptoms เรื่องโรค disease come on it's the simple word I couldn't get it out disease and sickness are not capable to withstand this disease today's disease that great compared to other clones like 3904 3904 or 251 so the most recommended clone now today is 3904 which is so popular and it's very hard to get just one single clone so some of the few they just get back to 500 or 600 after they like if they want to start with the plantation. So what else? Is คำแนะนำ the suggestion the recommendation to how they latex and how to use the latex stimulation which is the priority they have to finish. What else? คำแนะนำ the recommendation to use the fertilizer for the rubber.คำแนะนำการปลูกผัก SCD but I have no either. Yep. And the rest of the thing is รายงานผลการวิจัยอย่างfull research. And this is what I'm gonna be I'm gonna be ready the whole month. I'm committed. Together with together with this book, because I'm finished almost all my book since that I bought from since last year. Really, almost all of it. Here is the book that I finished since last year. That since the day I decided I have to read more and understand all of it. So I buy more. I buy more. I bought more, not buy. I bought more. So there's currently like four to finish. There is Think Like a Freak. I don't know why I bought this book, but it's interesting. หนังสือสำหรับหัวหน้าที่อยากให้ลูกน้องคิดเองเป็นต้องทำยังไง because after I've been leading some job some work, um, it's really great to have your your teammate or your junior to be able to think on their own and do their own job without micromanagement. That's really good. Approach that I got from the assignment, and I wanted to master it. This is 51 mindset of the leader. Uh, Look long the thing. Okay. I read some, but I haven't finished it because more. There's other book that more important, more essential to read. And the last thing ไม่ต้องหาร้อยวิธีแก้แค่คิดอย่างเป็นระบบ why I told you. But there's one book that I've been waiting to read, like a number one book in my mind right now. But I want to finish it apart from all this. And it's coming from the state because it has like no Thai version. I have to order from Amazon, and so expensive. And that book, the book is American. Wow, this is the book. This is the book I ordered. Um, the name of the book is the name of the book is Launching from the Lab, Building a Deep Tech Startup. I cannot find any book like this, and this is what I've been doing, and I've made my decision that I have to start by grooming myself, building myself as a scientist first. I have to have like this the foundation on my strong point, which is I'm the scientist, right? And if I'm able to build my foundation on the academic research, on all of the science, the the bot the botanic part, the physiology of the plant, that I have like the deep connection with the researcher, I will be able to learn a lot from them and trying to build the technology based on those research. So I have to prove myself to be that guy. That's why I need this book. Launching from the lab, building a deep tech startup, an essential how-to guide book for building new companies based on the deep technologies. Exactly what I'm trying to do. Launching from the lab provides a much needed framework for the entrepreneurs who are founding companies based on deep technology. The groundbreaking innovations rising from a new discovery in fundamental research. Later Nelson's and Moran's stand thick, stand sick, cover the steps to launch and fund such companies, beginning with an emergence from the laboratory and acquiring intellectual property through the intensive research of customer needs, building a team, and raising capital. So this is exactly what I need, and it could be my blueprint to the things that I've been working on. So it will be here in 30 of August. Really? 5 then could be on 7 of August. Yep, that's it. Yeah, all right. So get back to the story. This one. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. Okay. So get back to that's okay. I feel like lean back a bit more, get more relaxed, and put the microphone, DIY microphone, more closer, more close, not more closer, more close, more closer. Okay, so back to Wednesday. Wednesday, which will be like 26th of all. No, Wednesday. The last Wednesday was 29th of July. Yeah, 29th of July. And on Thursday, I just took my mother and tried to collect the soil sample and the leaf sample on our own. So I bought the clipping knife เขาเรียกว่าอะไรอะไม้ตัดกิ่งมีดตัดกิ่งมีดตัดแต่งกิ่ง Pruning shear. Oh, interesting. I didn't got right. Pruning. A lot of pruning saw. Okay, pruning. I just took my mother to make a home and bought the pruning shear, and we จอบภาษาอังกฤษคืออะไรวะ hoe 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 จอบ oh oh yeah. So I decided to bring my mother with me with a hoe and the pruning shear, the pruning scissor. So we went to the farm, our farm, and collect the soil and the leaves on our own. Here's what how we do. So we dig the hole like 20, 20 centimeters. Whoop.
อ๋อตั้งแต่ผิวดินไม่เอา
ก็นี่มันข้างบนที่คุยมาไง
คือบางทีมันจะขุดจากข้างล่างมาเยอะเกินไปเยอะไปเราต้องเก็บอีก10 จุดอีกนิดนึง
And then we just trying to cut
อายุ
tree
ผู้สูงอายุ
above the point that we collected soil sample and put it in the sample bag. So we have like this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves, and put it in the sample bag.
นี่ใบนะครับที่เจอไม่รู้ว่าสุขภาพดีหรือเปล่ายังไม่ค่อยมีความรู้เดี๋ยวเราไปหาผู้เชี่ยวชาญกันต่อโอเคที่ช่อต้นนะครับ
เด็ดใบที่
จ้ะ
เอาไปทางไหน
We can spot some something on the leaves. I think that it was lacking some kind of nutrients, but it could probably be another disease of the fungi, from the fungi. Uh, I really want to know what's happening to the bark, to the tree. It's surely the disease from the fungi. The tree is really sick right now. And yep, that's pretty much what we did. We collect 3 samples, one each in our farm, and 3 sample set of the soil and the leaves from each farm. So we have a total of 3 farms. Our farm, 10 rai, 6 rai, uh, ลุงบูนป้ารัตได้ another 9 rai, 9 farms. So we have in total of 3 farms. But in the end, I sent all of the detail like to PI, and like he just called straight to me and said that, "No king, that is not the way you're supposed to do." Because there is like SOP, standard operating procedure, that they have to really validate and make sure that the sample is collected correctly as a standard. So the data that from the analysis is believable. So she said that, suggest me to throw all the things that we do away. Yeah, we have to throw everything away. All the samples that we took, the soil I actually brought back to this town to Bangkok, but all the leaves was thrown away at my monster house. That happens because the miscommunication. For the last time I talked with PI, I just understand that I could do that as she suggests. She's trying she tells me the way to collect the soil and the leaves. But what actually is happening is she doesn't mean that I could do that things with our own, and they're gonna do it for us on 14th of August. So the next day, which is Friday, I just which is the Friday, which is not a holiday. I just took a chance to go to RRC once more, because PI said that she's gonna be able to meet us in the afternoon after they came back from Nakhon Si Thammarat from their research trip. And yes, we met, and I get a lot of information. I got a chance to talk with her in person, and their comrade really explaining us how to bleed the the clone. There's like the demonstration zone. Let them bleed the clone. The mix map as I paid each clone together and like took the genes, took the seed and planted, try to bleed it more and more and get the result like 10 or to 30 years to confirm that how competent is this clone is, how much new is it, how can it resist the disease, the wind, the moisture, the weather in southern Thailand or in Thailand. So it's really informative sessions for me, even if it's just like 30 half an hour. Because I've been there at 2 p.m. but PI just couldn't make it in time. So I wait a bit more and we finally go to the demonstration farm in we have like 30 half an hour left before the RC is closed. So yeah, it's very informative. And what I have to do next is I have to summarize all the things from the note that I have. Probably tonight I'm gonna finish it. And trying to finish the จดหมายขอความอนุเคราะห์แล้วก็ then I'm gonna send to PI tomorrow to confirm that the 14th of August is the day that we're gonna meet. I just gonna buy the ticket, the train ticket. I actually reserved one ticket from Bangkok to Surathani. I bought it, but I wasn't sure that it will still be 14th of August. I have transition right now. Yeah, let's see. After I send the mail to her, if she confirm, I'm gonna continue buy the ticket back to Bangkok. Because on the 15th of August, I have the farewell trip for my colleagues. Yeah, let's see. am I able to do to go there? But I'm gonna prioritize to make the oil on the podcast first. And if I couldn't make it in time, I have to cancel the the family trip. There's no better way. Yeah, I guess Robin is so cute. Robin. Oh, yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to say. I want to talk. Ah, yes, later. Oh, this time. Oh, this trip is another punch in the face. It's really hard wake up call for me because ส่วนเล็ก we have to fire our harvester. We have to fire our harvester, our labor, because she used the elephant without our permission. The elephant is okay to use with the the proper amount, but at least she have to tell us first, the owner of the farm, that she wasn't, and we confront her, and she wasn't admit that the the latte just keep flowing at 2 p.m. from the tree, out from the tree, isn't from the elephant. It's surely from the elephant. There is no rubber tree gonna keep flowing until like the afternoon. That shit never happens. It's unnatural at all. I expected to get the honesty from her, but that wasn't. But there's no honesty from her. Just keep lying, so like there's no trust on her anymore. There's only way if she want to harvest this farm, to back to harvest this farm, is สารภาพอะไรที่เกิด admit. She has to admit that she used, confess that she used it, so we can have a talk. Hmm. So currently, both of our farm has no harvester. So as a farm owner, we got no cash flow at all. And my mother is gonna focus on hiring new labor. There's some, but there's always a problem. So she just want to make sure that they not gonna come and cause more problem. My mother, we did talk, and my mother just show her val- value valuable that she changed the harvester like 20 to 30% during her whole life, which is too many. There's will always be a problem from these labor, the drugs, the cheating in any aspect, the untrustworthy, the unhonesty. They are not the owner, so they just come and trying to take the profit as much as they could, and they just flee from us. This is really a pain point that we want to solve. We want Roughnecks or Ethnics to be the one whose farmer can really trust. Yeah, let's build it. And คุณแปลที่เป็นจะฝุ่นมาเข้าในบุหรี่ Okay, I think that is also the last version. Oh, there's one more thing, which is I'm gonna do the personal branding. I'm gonna do the rough text page to because I see this woman who was really good and really inspired me. Yeah, so it's really good. She's really inspiring. นี่ผมเรียนเด็กวิทย์นี่สัตว์นำทางเป็นคำตอบลดต้นทุนนี่ไม่ได้แปลว่าลดคุณภาพผมเรียนสนธิพินเกาะช้างจังหวัดตราดนี่เขาเป็น his chemist get back to do the family business choose durian farming so choose field we love to create the content
ป่วย4 ต้นวันนี้มาดูกันค่ะ ว่ามันลามต่อ
ถือว่าอยู่แค่นี้
ย้อนกลับไปวันแรกท็อปเจอต้นทุเรียนที่มีอาการผิดปกติทั้งหมด 4 ต้น เป้าหมายของท็อปไม่ใช่แค่ดูแลต้นที่ป่วย15 วันหลังจากเจอต้นป่วยต้นอื่นในแปลงต้นใหม่ที่เริ่มแสดงอาการเดียว แต่ต้องตรวจดูข้อมูล
but this there's I have to do it like more efficient way because คอยมดกัดตีนให้เลย because for me to do the video editing it's like gonna I could do this I know I could do this but it's not gonna make me get closer to the goal that much I have to take the time to like keep editing all the videos trying to create the content to do something else that more beneficial to the company that I'm building the skill that I'm lacking. So my point is I don't want to be the just content creator. I want to be trusted on my skill. I have to be somebody in this field by firstly learn and just telling the story or telling the content that I learned and share it through the social media. And that could be the way that I could build the trust by not trying to sell anything, just trying just pure honesty to share what I know, what's the technology or the procedure or the good practice, the best practice for the rubber tree farmer. This is what what's the the vision that I see and the way that I want to create. Just purely the technique. That's the content I want to create, and that's gonna light up the part to be processed when I finding the technical co-founder or raise funding or finding the right partner, the right VC. I'm gonna have profile, not just go and talk to I'm the sons of the rubber tree farm. I have my own farm, but I got nothing to prove that I'm capable of doing this, and I'm really the true business insider. So this is what I'm gonna keep building 1 year after this. Let's see how far I could go, step by step. That is another commitment. Full screen. What? I'm gonna build my personal brand. It's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy, but I have to do it. That's it for today. Tomorrow is Monday. I'm gonna check whether I have to go to the office or not. All right. Have a great night. Goodbye. See you. ว้าวปุ๊บปิดแล้วก็เอาออกมาเพราะต้องมากดปุ่มกดปุ่ม